PEST and Comms. Hi, I'm Aldric Toyad. Welcome to the video. Even in instances of communications, you have to bear in mind of the PEST. PEST here is an acronym. P for politics, E for economics, S for social change, and T for technology. Let me go deeper. Politics, P, refers to not only the political movement or political changes or the political environment of your market, it also includes the legislative and policies promulgated or formulated by the government at different levels, which could and would affect your organization. These things could impact how your business, because some things may be legal, but it's preferred not to be communicated outright. For example, the sale of tobacco and alcohol is legal even in Malaysia, subject to certain rules, subject to certain laws. For instance, one law is neither alcohol nor tobacco can be sold to those under 18 years old. Or was it 21? 18. So that is the first law, the consumer, that's the first law. Okay. Then you also have another consideration. It is by regulation that tobacco products and alcohol cannot be advertised, at least in the mass market sense. It can be promoted but not advertised. What do I mean by that? Promoted in a sense that it doesn't stop any alcohol brand in Malaysia to organize festivals or sponsor festivals. We've seen that in Music Fest, we've seen that in high-end events, we've seen that in mass market events, right? The other thing that we have to bear in mind are also the societal expectations, but I'll go into that in S later on. The second part of PEST is the economic condition of the market. The best way to put it is economic cycle. Where in the economic cycle is your market currently? And how would that impact your communication? It is said that in a bad economic condition, for example, in a recession, it would be good for FMCGs to advertise more and publicize less. Okay? You want an aggressive advertising approach. You want to stay in the top of mind recall of your consumers, your audience. But in a boom, you want to focus more on promotion rather than advertising. Again, it depends also on where you are in terms of being a market leader or market share. You don't want to be passive or reactive if you are not number one. At the same time, even if you're number one, you don't want to leave or rest on your laurels rather. You don't want to rest on your laurels. You don't want to leave everything to chance because you know your competitors are aggressively trying to carve out their market share from yours. The third factor or the third thing to bear in mind is social change. Social change is undeniable. What is acceptable today may no longer be acceptable tomorrow. And the social change can impact or result in political factors or political changes as well as economical changes. Let me give you an example. The awareness towards eco-friendly products, environmentally friendly products is on the rise. Right? In general, people are starting to be aware. I mean, in Malaysia, we have this no plastic movement, no plastic straws. Yes, there are some resistance. There are also adopters and advocates, right? But 10 years ago, there was no such thing. Besides plastics, there's also this health movement, this health awareness, thanks to proliferation of information on the internet, influencer marketing, influencer communication. We follow people who we consider as influencers and key opinion leaders, right? And we adopt their lifestyle. So some people may find avocado, I mean, this is in the US, avocado was the craze in the 2010s, in the last decade. You have avocado in almost everything, I guess, or pumpkin spice, or something along those lines. But over time, things will stop. Again, something new will come, like fashion, how culture, political correctness, political sensitivity, cultural sensitivity, cultural appropriation, bias, stereotypes, bigotry, all these things. There are a degree of change. Each generation would have its own social change. It could be sparked by an issue, climate change, or technology. The fourth item, technological factors that impact your communication. Sometimes some things are unavailable 10 years ago, or it's not accessible. Let's just use Facebook marketing. 10 years ago when I joined Facebook, is it 10 years? I can't remember. Wow, it's been a long time, right? 10 years ago when I joined Facebook, it wasn't seen as an advertising platform as it is today. Last time, yes, it was a marketing platform. I mean, people were trying their best to figure out how do we monetize Facebook before Facebook monetized itself. But over the years, we've seen how Facebook grew and will continue to grow into the future. Likewise, Google. Likewise, any other platform, even LinkedIn. 10 years ago when I was on LinkedIn, there was no option to advertise. Today, there is LinkedIn advertising, and it's being advertised on other social media platforms as well as search engines, right? With multiple gurus coming up, with people, more experts, platform-specific experts coming up, there will be more new methods. And this is just one aspect of technology. I mean, technology also includes, 5G, the technology breakthroughs in R&D, and new research. So this would impact communication. So you don't want to rely on obsolete factors. For example, inclusivity is a social change that we have seen in the last decade. Many brands are promoting inclusivity in their communication. And we can't, again, dive or dwell or remain in obsolete approaches or obsolete perception. Politics, likewise, you don't want to end up in legal disputes or legal problems, right? Entanglements, right? Economics, this one is, people say it's about every 10 years, the market will change. It may be true for economics in general, where you will see the cycle of boom and bust. It can also be niche depending on the industry. General economy may be going down, but certain industries are going up, are seeing growth, whereas the economy of the country could be seeing a recession. Social change, technology. So how does this impact your communication? Like I said, you don't want to use obsolete or offensive language, references in your communication. And bearing in mind, your competition will be pushing forward, technologically speaking, socially speaking, economically speaking, and even politically speaking. How fast can you react? How fast can you deploy your communication? Your message is key. And bear in mind, again, these four areas of politics, economics, social change, and technology. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate the gesture. I would also love to hear from you, especially if you found great value in what I've shared. Do get in touch with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or even Instagram, and here on YouTube. So leave a comment in the comment section down below. Please share my video. And if you're on YouTube, Remember to hit the bell button so you can get notifications when new videos are uploaded. Once again, thank you very much for your support, encouragement, and feedback. Bye.